Well, good morning. We are just leaving our camp, and it turns out the campground is called Swinging Bridge Campground North, which makes a lot more sense than with San Rafael North when we're at the whole south end of this place. But what a gorgeous place. And over here, kind of straight ahead right now, is the Swinging Bridge. And Carol said that it's apparently the last suspension bridge in all of Utah.
It's dedicated in 1937, and it really opened up not only kind of the area for tourism, but also ranchers were able to take their sheep across it. And yeah, it was a real game changer at the time.
Right. Well, our plan today is we're going to drive to Green River. We're going to fill up with gas. We should have 2 stops actually before we get there. Well, yeah, look at this place. I mean, I think it's one of the most magnificent in some ways of any of the places we've been, just because of all the towering buttes and the huge mesas above the canyon as we went through it. But man, this is a wonderful place, and as I said before, totally drivable by any car. If it's not wet, I wouldn't come in if it was wet, but if it's dry, any car can do this. So we will see you probably at our first stop. All right, well, we're coming up to our first stop of the day, a sinkhole. I'll get out and get a few shots. And I do want to mention, once we left the campground and crossed the bridge, boondocking everywhere. So if you don't want to pay for camping, it was $15 everywhere. And of course, half price if you have a pass. So let me get out and show you the sinkhole here. Oh yeah. So here's our sinkhole. Let me get around and see if I can get a better shot into it. They have it pretty roped off, and I don't really want to go around it, but I climbed up anyway. Yeah, that's the sinkhole. Lovely. Well, it's not much, but you know, it's something, right? All right, well, we're going to get back on the road. Well, hopefully this will get a nice view of this going down out of the reef. Just absolutely phenomenal. Oh shoot, I was gonna go up there. Oh well. Well, I missed one of our stops. We were gonna go up. Oh well.
To the view area. So you can pretend we did.
Yeah. Nice view straight ahead, right? This is I-70 going down into Green River. Pretty much just coasting at speed limit here. I'm gonna have a lot of film here, but boy, I can't let you miss this. All right, that's probably enough. Well, we're back on the road here after leaving Green River about 40 miles ago. And we're headed to a little town. It's not where we were planning on going. Where we were planning on going was about 3.5 hours away. And the forecast for rain all afternoon. So it was going to be a long hike. Once we got there, it would have been right in the middle of the time it was going to be rain. So we're taking you on a little treat here. Now, maybe more of a treat than I thought. It's a ghost town, but apparently an artist has bought the town or squatting it. But yeah, should be really interesting. So it's just a few miles up the road here, and we'll catch you when we get there. All right. Okay, well, we drove down the main street of the ghost town here, and everything was either no trespassing or
roped off. So we thought we'd give you a view of the town from the drone and from driving around. So this is Clifton's filling station, and I'm really glad to see that the mural's still in pretty good shape. But about the town, Cisco was founded actually in the 1880s as a water filling station for the steam locomotives of the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railroad. And the first business was a saloon, I guess watering the crews. Anyway, eventually stores and hotels and restaurants sprang up as work crews and tourists visited the area. The town was on the main road between Green River, Utah and Grand Junction, Colorado. And it continued to grow as ranchers used the area to ship out their livestock, and later there was oil discovered in the area. But the town started to decline when steam locomotives were abandoned for diesel. And then it crashed when I-70 was built and bypassed the town. Now, we couldn't find any historical figures, but the 2020 census listed a population of 4 with only 1 permanent resident. The artist, we assume. And you might recognize the town from a chase scene from the movie Thelma and Louise, or maybe the 1971 classic cult film, Vanishing Point. All right, well, hope you enjoyed it.
Well, I did fly the drone here in Cisco, and it was really interesting when we were driving in, and Carol was telling me it was different than when I'd been here before, where there was like nobody around, just a sign saying, you know, come on this property, guarded by Smith & Wesson, all that kind of stuff. She said this artist had this place, and I thought to myself, I even said to her, I said, well, that's less chance that the drone will get shot down. Well, I had 2 people. Once when I was flying, I had someone tell me they were going to shoot my drone down if I didn't bring it down. I informed them that it was a federal offense. Then I had a guy drive up, all worried about his privacy. And when you see the shots, you can see there's no way I was invading anyone's privacy. That's my private airspace. And said, had to inform him that the FAA controls airspace, that he can file a complaint if I'm harassing his property or his livelihood or whatever. And I understand. I mean, I don't invade people's privacy. If, you know, I try to avoid people when I'm flying. So anyway, it was kind of an interesting experience, especially since, you know, with the artist being here, I thought, well, you know, not going to be an issue. But oh well. All right, well, we're off to our next place, and probably where we're going to end up camping for the night. It's going to take about an hour or so to get there. Great place, great place. Stay tuned, you're going to like it. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay.